Before I begin, I'm officially announcing that I will not be doing reviews with 4 points averaged out anymore. Seeing as it was much easier before, I'm continuing what I've done recently and just giving a final score and a way to play. Also, even though I was going to review it, thanks to Red Mario Fan 645 for requesting this game. So let's begin. It's time for the Epic Mickey review for the Wii. If you don't know who Mickey Mouse is by now, you've either probably lived inside a box for your life, or if you've been deprived of a normal childhood. Mickey Mouse has had many successful cartoons and movies, and he even basically has his own theme park. But he also has one of the worst video game histories to date. Almost every video game Mickey Mouse has been in, besides Kingdom Hearts and a few others, has been horrible. But thanks to the help of Warren Spector and Junction Point Games, Disney has tried to fix this by stopping his cheerful side, which has ruined his past games, and showing him more mischievously. With this new take on Mickey and some other gimmicks, can Mickey shine again in video games? The story goes like this. A not-so-famous Mickey Mouse passes through his magic mirror. Where have I seen this before? And into the world of Yen Sid. Yen Sid has been creating a model, and when he leaves, Mickey goes in and tries to make a self-portrait, creating a giant blot in the process. When he hears Yen Sid returning, the klutz he is, Mickey knocks paint and thinner all over the model, and runs back to his world before being caught. After many years and becoming famous, Mickey awakens to see the Phantom Blot, the creation he made accidentally through his paint thinner mess, who takes him through a portal into the model he messed up, grabbing the magic paintbrush from years before entering. Apparently, because of Mickey, the Blot has taken control of the world, which before Mickey messed with it, was a place for forgotten characters and concepts. He must now escape the world before the Blot can steal his heart and leave, while also fixing the problems he caused. This story is pretty long, but it really is enjoying, and I enjoyed it a lot, even if I was confused at times. I do say this a lot, but the graphics are great for what they're trying to accomplish. The world is in 3D, but instead of realistic styling, they chose more of an impressionistic look, making it dark and dreary for the most part. The cutscenes, however, played out in a storybook animation form, having the characters look cartoonier. I really like these cutscenes, but they did get a little confusing at times. The music was fantastic. Even after 3/4 of a year after downloading it, I still listen to it sometimes. It's kind of like the composer took the music of Disneyland and twisted it into a darker tone. Which reminds me, the world is called Wasteland. However, the world is mapped out exactly like Disneyland in California. A lot of rides like Haunted Mansion and Adventureland and Tomorrowland and a few others are in their own areas and forms, but were taken and twisted into a different feel. I found this a great flashback to my trips to California's Disneyland. The controls worked great for the most part. You jump with A or hit twice to double jump. You shake your Wii remote to do a spin move. In the game, Mickey's main weapon is a magic paintbrush, which shoots out paint or thinner, depending on if you hit B or Z, respectively. You point at the screen to aim where you want to paint or thin, and that worked great. To battle enemies, you either thin them out of existence or paint them to become your friend and help you in battle. However, a downside was that only certain enemies and items were be able to painted or thinned. The gimmick is to build or destroy the world, but the creators limit that. I guess it's for puzzle and gaming reasons, but it would have been really fun to destroy whole buildings, instead of just the side of one. But the camera was a major problem in this game. You'd have to fight a lot. Actually, you'd have to fight it a lot. It just would give you the most uncomfortable view it could. You can move it with the D-pad, but at times it would just lock or not even move at all. It aggravated me more than once too, but for the most part, it was good. The gameplay varies a lot. For the most part, you're doing quests. There are lots of side quests, but the main story has you traveling across the world. Fortunately, there isn't a lot of backtracking. The main gimmick is to paint and thin, so if you run out of paint or thinner, which floats magically beside Mickey's head at all times, or need more tickets to buy items, you bash open a box or lamppost to get some. And after you leave, they magically return. Whoa, wait a second! This place must have some really good builders to replace everything so fast. I mean, all Mickey has to do is walk into a building and back out, and they magically return. Second, why are the builders hiding tickets, paint, and thinner inside fire hydrants and lampposts? Do they just know he needs this stuff and wants to help him out? But if that's true, why give him tickets and paint away for a guy just who's gonna waste it all? Also, How can a paintbrush take down a whole street lamp? I've tried knocking a fire hydrant down with one, and I didn't even get a squirt of paint out of it. But when traveling between areas, you go through a side-scrolling platformer based off of some of Mickey's old cartoons. Some included are Clock Cleaners and Steamboat Willie. These are actually pretty fun, but sometimes get tedious due to some locations being visited a lot. The features, however, don't even lack. After you complete certain tasks, such as quests or collecting reels in the side-scrolling levels, you earn pins. However, seeing as you can finish quests in a good or evil way, you'll have to play 3 times just to get all the pins, which is a really great replay factor. You also can collect concept art, which if you're a fan of Disney like me, is really fun to look at. Epic Mickey is a really good game. With a great story, compelling gameplay, fun side-scrolling platforming levels, lots of replayability, and some perfectly balanced bosses and puzzles, this game will give you more than 25 hours of fun on one playthrough alone. However, some quests get boring, the story did lack in points, and the camera was really an issue. But overall, I thought this game was really good. It gets a 4.5 out of 5, the title of amazing, and the way to play of a buy if you love action platformers. This is also a great way for true fans of Disney to relive memories, and new entries into the Disney franchise will learn some really cool stuff. Buy it now.